Do that. Are you whole, complete, and worthy? Or do you feel that you're broken and there's things in your life that you need to fix? What is your perspective on yourself? Which one is correct? Good question. What do you think? Are you whole, complete, or worthy? Or are you an individual that has brokenness and that you need to fix? How do you see yourself? Both. Both because? Two souls. Okay, very good. Welcome to Tanya Today. I'm Rabbi Ronnie Fine, coming to you from Chabad Zichring, the Yishim in Montreal, Canada, where it's a privilege and a pleasure to share with you the Tanya. We continue in the 37th chapter. Alter Rebbe is speaking about the purpose of creation. The Measure says that God desires a place, a dwelling in this low world. The higher worlds are spiritual worlds that the light of God is much more apparent, obvious, palpable. The closeness to godliness is greater, but that's not what God wants. That's a come down, actually. What God wants is this world that is very removed, dark, a double darkness. We live in a world where we feel that when we're sitting in the dark, it's illuminated. That's called a double darkness. It's one thing when you sit in the dark, at least you know it's dark and you have to get out of the darkness. But you're sitting in the darkness and you think it's light. That's the nature of this world. And the purpose is here. Why? Because over here, we can have a soul come down. A soul, a divine soul that doesn't need fixing. Why doesn't it need fixing? It's a part of God. Therefore, it's whole, complete, and worthy. Not because you did something, but because you are something. So that soul comes down perfect. It doesn't need fixing. Why does it come then into this world? Because there is something that needs fixing. It's called a body and called an animal soul. It's broken. Why is it broken? Because it's animated from klipa. Klipa's noiga, a klipa, right? A shell that's covering over on the divine. So there isn't a wholeness to it. There isn't a completeness to it. It needs the divine soul to inspire it in order to elevate it. How's it going to do that? Through the mitzvahs, 365 prohibitions that we stay away from. Doesn't allow the animal soul and the body to go into further negativity, right? Into three complete unholy klipas. And through doing 248 positive commandments, it allows the animal soul that gives vitality to the body, because through the body, the mitzvah is done. that it should be elevated. So again, the divine soul doesn't need perfecting at all. It's perfect. It's whole, complete, and worthy. So we need to know that part in us is, the deeper, truer self. But at the same time, that soul came down here to help along the vital soul, animal soul, and the body, that it too should be incorporated and included into holiness. How does it get to do that? Every time we do a mitzvah. Every time we stretch our hand to give charity, every time we wrap tefillin, use our legs to walk to shul on Shabbos, right? And all the other forms of mitzvahs and everything that goes along that gives us the power that we can fulfill that mitzvah is all elevated, as we learned previously. But the key over here is that we've got two elements in us. We've got a divine soul that's perfect. Now, that divine soul can find itself in exile, right? Because it's not affecting and not functioning as a divine soul because the animal soul is taking control. But when it exercising its God-given right, its purpose, so it's going to inspire the individual to do the mitzvah. And therefore, what you then do is take out from klipa, the admixture of good and evil that's there. You take away the chaff, the shell that's negative, and you take out, you have an orange, you have the klipa, the shell of the orange, right? The skin of the orange. It's not giving you anything. I mean, yeah, you could make some kind of chocolate from it, right? But normally you remove it and take out what's inside of it. It's covering over. It's covering over on the vitamin C that's inside there, the mouth-watering, delicious orange that, gives vitality. So when we do the mitzvah, we're removing that outer shell and finding the divine spark inside there that has been in exile, and we're elevating it through the act of the mitzvah. And that's what's happening. Elevating the body and the animal soul. We're not transforming it. We're elevating. Who transforms their animal soul? The tzaddik, the righteous person. Exactly. They've transformed it. We're not going to transform our vital soul / animal soul and body, but what we are going to do is elevate it in the moment through the mitzvah. We're going to create a flame that's going to embrace us in the moment that we do the mitzvah. Brief class, but a powerful one. Any questions? So we say hello to Brett in Pennsylvania. Tim is in Texas. Eugenia in Calgary. John in North Carolina. Liba and Davida in New York. We have Margot Lozata in Poland with us. Nancy has joined us. Who else is with us? Elise in West Virginia. Chava, she is in Colorado and 5 feet of snow on the mountains. And she is learning today, dedicating her learning for Hersh Goldberg, Poland, and Aviv Atzili, who are still being held hostage. Yes. Benjamin is with us. Who else is joining us today? Joseph in New Jersey, Sandy in Michigan. Rabab is in Tangiers, Morocco. Denise in New Jersey, Susanna in Florida, Diane in Arizona. Carrie is with us in, not certain. Dana in Washington, if I remember correctly. Moshe in California. Cindy is with us. Carrie in Missouri. Devorah Chana in Pennsylvania. Zara in Malaysia. We have Ruthie with us in Vilma. We have Okoy in Peru. We have in the Telebenta, Amy with us. Who else is joining? Mati and others. All right, folks. When will the red heifer be sacrificed when Mashiach comes? Make us pure. Shabbos. All right, folks. We will continue our conversation. We're going to learn Rambam now. I'm Rabbi Ronnie Fine, coming to you for Chabad Zichron Kadesh in Montreal, Canada. It's a privilege, a pleasure to share with you the Tanya. Have an amazing, great day. Thank you. Thank you, folks.